Finding the answers to most important career decisions is non-negotiable, but unfortunately, a lot of us do not find the right people who can help us find those answers or give us those answers. So, through my recent opportunities of talking to a few people who are either current students or they've passed out recently, or they have been working for some time but they feel stuck in their careers, I have collated a list of few questions that I found to be very thought-provoking and a bit basic at the same time, in the sense that it's something which all of us should be able to answer. It's something someone should be able to help us find answers to, and we should have the comfort and the space to even ask these questions out loud. So I would now like to share a few of these questions with my audience. The first one I would like to share is, the question is my situation common or unusual? Now, no matter what the conversation was before this question popped up, it's something which all of us think at some point, and it's very valid, it's very normal. It's more important that we know it is normal, it is common, and it is very much usual. There's nothing wrong if you are stuck with the point at a point where you think, what should I do next after completing my degree? Or I have been working in the same role for a very long time. What should I do to step up? Or if I've lost the fire in my work, then how do I bring it back? So again, I have had a career of over 10 years almost, and to be very honest, this is a very rare question that has been asked, but I think I can sense through my interactions with people that it has always been there. So if you are someone who sometimes think that why am I only stuck in this situation, or why someone else seems to be doing very well, what's so unusual about my situation, you should know that it's not unusual. It just needs a better navigation and direction. Another question that got my attention was, what is the success rate of studying abroad? And this is a very valid question for an individual, and the answer is equally specific. So there can be no single answer or one fit for all kind of situations. And to find the answer to this, it's very important to know what your priorities are, what your expectations are. And I don't mean the name of university, the location of a university where you want to study, the budget. That's not the only priority I'm talking about. I am talking about the expectation or the priority which brings up your career goal. So whatever choice you're going to make today in regards to studying abroad, whether you decide to do it or not, would it lead you to your career goal? A lot of us forget that there has to be a career goal, which is again very simple. It's not rocket science, but it's somehow missed. So again, if you are someone who is weighing down your options and who's comparing studying in India versus studying abroad, then just try to prioritize your career goal, make a backwards roadmap, and find out what scenario is more likely to help you achieve your career goal. And if you face any issues there, or if you need guidance or direction, I'll be more than happy to help. The next question I would like to share is, what does a degree abroad actually do for me? It's a very intelligent question because again, this is the first time I got this question. Of course, when as a mentor or as a career coach I guide students, this is a question I would ask myself, that okay, what would this degree do for this student, even if the student doesn't know that this is a question they should ask. But it did come up by a student, and I think it's again very relevant, and it's not only confined to studying abroad. Even if you're studying in India, if you're going for a degree, you should ask whether what that degree is going to do for you. You don't have to fit yourself into a degree the way it is. You have to find a degree program which fits into your situation, which means, again, your plan needs to be beyond a degree itself. You need to know what your career goal is. And if you know that, you would know what that degree can do for you and what it might not, so that you can pick a better one. The next question was, what if I choose to study in India instead? A very normal thought, especially in the current times. And for someone who, it's not always about budget. Why someone would think that I shouldn't study in India, I should just study abroad, or if I don't have the money, then I should just study in India. Studying in India is no longer cheap, and it's, even if you've never thought about it, even if you're going for the cheapest option for your education in India, it's not too bad to consider what you might get in a similar amount if you were to go abroad. And one thing you'll always get is discovering yourself, because you will be forced to come out of a comfort zone. It's a factor worth considering. But if you don't, and if you say that you want to continue studying in India, then it's just important to know what all you will miss out on if you were to do this abroad or anywhere else, and how can you, while studying in India, fill in those gaps. If you are smart enough to acknowledge what you will be missing, instead of just accepting that, okay, I'm going for a degree, I'm gonna pay more for it, or whatever it is, it's more like playing blind, and that is very harmful for your career. Another interesting question, very interesting question was, so this is a student asking me, what do I offer if I was to attend a networking event? Now, we all emphasize a lot on networking when it comes to students going abroad for their higher education. I am hopeful and sure that it is also emphasized to a slightly more extent now in India itself by various professors, mentors, and friends and family. But it's not very usual for most Indian students to go out there, put themselves out there, and just network. One of the major reasons I feel is, when we move from school to college, we are already going from a very closed environment to a very much open environment, and we don't know where to go. There is so much around us, and it just makes us more confused. So even when it comes to making friends, it's not that easy for everyone. So, and it's important to give consideration to those people who are not extreme extroverts. So, is networking something which is more like a skill? Well, I feel yes, being an introvert who never wanted to go out there and talk to people, was never comfortable with that idea due to my own insecurities. I never thought I would be a good person, or I'll be the right fit to be there at a networking event. But for the profession I chose, this was something which was rather required, and I learned it along the way. I learned how to walk up to a stranger and start a conversation, and this journey became a little more easier because I had some people around me who had done it a lot of their lives and a lot of times in their lives, and there were simple inputs, like something as simple as, like, the first input I got was just walk up and the first thing you can always talk about is weather or the event itself where you're meeting and then the conversation flows. I mean, the odds of finding two introverts interacting in a networking event where they both don't know what to talk about is rare, is what I have experienced. In fact, if you come across another introvert, the conversation is mind blowing because you are able to give that comfort to each other. So, the point being, a lot of us are being told that please network a lot. That will really mean much more to your career and your goals more than you realize now, but no one's telling how to do it. And for someone to think that in order to be at a networking event you have to offer something, it's just too naive, and I think there's a lot more we need to learn about it. So again, if you're someone who wants to network but you're not able to come out of your mind and just do it in real, I'm all here to help you. There are some very good books I would love to recommend for someone who is struggling, and you can find that in the caption. Now, another one was, should I bluff on my CV? So many people do it. Well, no, you should not bluff on your CV, even if a lot of people are doing it. But the question itself is very honest and very real. And it's fortunate that you've got someone you can ask this question to. A lot of people will tell you, yes, why not? Just get something, or even if you haven't, just mention you've done it. But in old times, maybe it worked. But in current times, with the demand being so high for you to perform in the job role you are going to take up, it might help you get in the door, but it might not help you stay for long if you really don't know what you mentioned that you knew. So while AI can help you put all that stuff in a very good way on your CV, it might not always be able to help you do it when the time comes. You might not have it, have access to the technology at all times. So it's a big no to bluff on your CV, but it's okay to narrow down the few right things you should do and mention on your CV. So you don't have to make a big long CV. You just need to make sure that you've got the right things and you have the appetite to adapt and to learn about those. So there are so many other questions that might pop up in your head from time to time, and it's very, very important to look for the right answers. But remember one thing, if you know your career goal, all of the steps which will help you get there are easier to be taken. So it's very important. I cannot emphasize enough on the fact that you should definitely pay much more attention to what you want to become, whether that decision is driven from the market scenario, it's something you feel very passionate about, it's something your parents want you to do, whatsoever the drive is. But it's very important to know a career goal. If you don't know like which one, but you do have a few options, that's okay too, because that can help you find a midway, or at least you've got something to compare with. It's high time that we all realize that just thinking about a degree is not going to help you, and it might not develop your mind the way you can. We all are different, we all have our strengths, and a degree alone doesn't guarantee that it can train your brain and mind. It can challenge your brain and mind in the way you can actually handle to become a better version of yourself. So if you have any such questions, any confusions or doubts that you want help with, I'm all here to help you. Just reach out and we can have a good chat.